2A Radio is the African Action Network radio and television station. We just want to do a very short broadcast, and it's all about Liberia. It's about what is unfolding in that country. And so I want to say, share the video, make a comment, and we will be glad to get your comment. The short video we're making has to do with President Weah's trip and the 2.5 million United States dollar that is in question. Right. We are getting information from Liberia that George Weah, the country giant, has left the country for a visit outside of Liberia. Okay. And the information we are getting is that he has taken $2.5 million. Now, let us assume that this information is not correct. The government is supposed to provide the needed information. But let's tailor the discussion. The discussion we're having is a short discussion. We just want to say that in a democracy, the best way for Liberia to progress is for the three branches of government to work separately. So those of you who are going to be going to election next year, until you make that decision to vote in people that will be independent in their thinking, that country will retrogress, will move to a place that none of you were expected to be. Because men by nature, very corrupt, and especially the CDC government, is that the people don't care. So for $2.5 million to be taken away, now we take the issue as it is until the government herself can provide clarity. The information ministry or the press secretary of the president, these people supposed to provide information. But let's look at it in a very unique way. There are three branches of government. George Weah, as president of Liberia, is not supposed to travel without the legislature approving his trip. He's supposed to write the legislature seeking permission to allow him to leave Liberia. He is not a private citizen. He's heading a country. Even Charles Taylor, before Taylor left the country, I was at the legislature. He always wrote the legislature to debate it. Normally, no legislator want to say, President, don't go anywhere. But it is important, especially so where, the country is poor and the country situation is bad of. Children are not being fed properly because their parents don't have it. Schools are not properly situated. The classrooms are all bad up. People are even sitting on the floor and going to school in some places. Some places, the buildings are not test good at all. Then someone will take $2.5 million and go outside the country. Well, we hope that George Weah himself will come and clarify on this one. Because it makes no sense to anybody to see a country that is suffering. And it's like you don't know it. Even trip as we are hearing, there is no significant role that the president is going to play on those trips. So he would have sent somebody. He would have sent his presidential affairs minister. He would have sent his finance minister. He would have sent the information person, or somehow the foreign minister could have gone. In short, the foreign minister should have gone on those occasions. $2.5 million for what? Did he charter a plane? Even charter a plane can be $2.5 million. So probably, it hurts to see legislators sitting down and they are threatening national events and none of them will speak about it. Well, we take the rumor as it is. We take the word as it is. Because the fact that George Weah has left the country, he took money with him. How much did he take with him? It's a simple thing. Or by this time, the information minister should have, hey, give me the voucher of the president for the president travel. Take the voucher, have a press conference, display or share to media institution. Let it publish it. That will stop the rumor. Let us assume rumor is a total lie. But just go there. There's a voucher for the president's travel in the tune of $200,000 or $50,000. And then you publish it. But if you do not provide those information, we take the information as it is. And we don't think George Weah, who come from Gibraltar, the place where he don't have probably good clothes to wear at the time. God blesses him and talking through all of these things and making president of a nation. That you will not look back in Gibraltar and look at the people in there. That you will not look into West Point and see those people that are in there. That you will not imagine people that are living in River G or the county from which he's from, even though he did not live in those counties. But there are human beings living there. So $2.5 million? Who does that? Which leader? Some of us, we still have a little doubt about the way government has been proceeding. We are, tempted to believe what is being said until the government can provide clarity and provide cogent explanation, evidentiary, document to say, well, all of what you're saying is lie. George Weah did not take $2.5 million because he filed $2.5 million. How? All right. Except maybe if he has, no president can do anything, right? He has his own, probably a credit card, debit card, whatever. Maybe took checks with him, international, checks or whatever you call it. I'm not a financial person. You're with a financial expert. This is the time you're supposed to be asking your government. They say where there is smoke, there is fire. So let George Weah tell the people, did he take $2.5 million amidst a dirt poor country? For what? There are issues ongoing in Liberia. Elections is an issue. I'm not sure election commission probably have all of the money they need to conduct election. There are other taxpayers' money that's been sent into Liberia to conduct elections. Then I don't want to believe that George Weah will take $2.5 million from the coffers of the country to travel. Then who should pay your election commissioners to conduct election? So it is tempting to think that George Weah, even only if these are the kind of activities coming on, it's like he's probably not paying a lot of attention to the plight of the people. You can live in a country. You can be a leader. A leader should be the first person. Sometimes you say, well, I will not travel. Your international partners or friends, president, they know the Liberia situation. When you do not travel, they will respect you more than hearing that you took $2.5 million with you. Just rather than know, I cannot attend this conference because of my people's condition. The little money we have, we want to use it for infrastructural development, for schools, for clinics. $2.5 million can build fewer clinics in most of these counties. It could better the educational environment. Even the University of Liberia, just the $2.5 million, I put it somewhere for a particular project, George Weah's project. $2.5 million for what? Put computers in the schools. Or buy a few laptops for some, maybe you can say, well, junior and senior students. Give them all of their laptops. Or find means and put electronic boards in those classrooms. I mean, those things are too sophisticated. But go down to elementary school. Do something for some schools. It's $2.5 million to do what? Someone will say it's for funfair. Are you going to pay dues? I don't think so. That's not how people pay dues for international organizations. What are you going to do with $2.5 million? Your flight, it can cost even $1 million. The place you're sleeping cannot be even, I don't think you can spend even more than $50,000. Assuming you want to live in a luxurious hotel, you don't want to spend that much money. You have elections coming and you're doing all of this thing. You think Liberians are not watching? Do you really want to win second term? Oh, yes, maybe Liberians, sometimes they don't care for themselves. They don't care. But nobody in a sensible mind will look at a president taking $2.5 million to on a trip, and then he comes back and you're asking him for his vote, for your vote. I would be asking you a question, Mr. President, you left for $2.5 million. What did you do with it? When you do those things to leaders, they come to their senses. The world is in turmoil. There are crises going on. The Ukrainian war is where people keeping eyes on. World leaders are doing that. Russia wants to attack Israel. If Russia was to ever attack Israel, what would Liberia be? What can Liberia say? What can the leaders of Liberia tell Liberia to do? If the worst was to ever happen, what can George Weah do to protect Liberians? You cannot live in a society and do not know what to do. When God blesses you to take on the mantle of authority, it is your obligation. It's like you take the people's problem and you put it on your head and move day to day and think about it. We know you can't feed everybody, but when Liberians are hungry, it should be your pains. When Liberians are sick, it should be the pains of the president. In America, if Joe Biden hears that a single American is dead, as big as America is, he gets concerned. Sometimes he flies and goes to those places. That's leadership. Now, let me say this one. The legislature in this period, they are not doing good for Liberia. The legislature, they are not doing good for Liberia. It's not friendship. It's not about pitting George Weah and get the people of Liberia to suffer. For example, Maryland County, 2 unknown ships landed, vessel landed in that place. There is no single statement from the legislative caucus of Maryland County. I'm not from Maryland. But James Barney, a very smart guy, and all of the other representatives and senators of Maryland County, what is stopping them from issuing a statement on those issues? Are they concerned? Can they assure Marylanders as to what is happening? Marylanders both at home and abroad. What is stopping the Maryland Legislative Caucus to address such a situation? Let me think a little dirty. Why if you have those crazy armed men that are roaming West Africa being transported in that place? Let me think a little bit dirty. Why if cocaine were carried in that place and were just somehow got out of that place, somewhere transporting? There's so much going on in the world, and to see a leader who don't show that much concern, who don't even speak on those issues, is frustrating. It hurts. When you have a nation and you happen and God blesses you to be a leader, you should think better. Look at other examples. Look at Joe Biden, as old as his old man is. He's working day and night to leave behind a country that generation will come and meet it and live well. The argument between the Republican and Democrat is so strong to the point where the people are not just sitting down, they are fighting to build a society of a generation. What's about you? How many of your cabinet ministers are discussing the issues that are unfolding around the world? What is happening in Liberia? What are your thoughts? Have you ever gone in the countries and realized the people problem? The last time the country tour you had, did you understand the plight of the people? Senators and representatives, you don't ask George Weah a question? If and only if you took $2.5 million, did you approve it, lawmakers? If you did not approve it, what are you going to be doing? What are you going to tell George Weah when he returns? You're going to be silent on that too? Senators and representatives? That could not have been in the United States. The Congress would have asked Joe Biden as to what did he do with such an amount of money. In fact, Joe Biden respects himself. He will not even take that path. So the obligation is on you, George Weah, and your government to explain to the Liberian as to what you did with $2.5 million. $2.5 million is the people's money. You cannot sit and pretend not to know the problem of the people. You don't have a fitting good health facility in that country that people can go. Let's say somebody get cancer, somebody get this one. What is it you're thinking about as a leader? Sometimes people must be selfless to make a decision for the general good of the people. But again, maybe God is sending a message to those who are going to be campaigning and voting 2023. God show you all of these things, and yet you're going to have your decision to make 2023. The way you go about it, you may have another 6 years to live the way you live. Maybe if all goes well, you may not be living to see another 6 years. Because let us assume, biologically, if you have a sickness in your body that you probably did not take treatment for the 6 years, and another 6 years, another bad 6 years add on that, it won't be by the mercy of God. But even if you have some kind of bad sickness and you have a good government that will come into being, and then that good government must be they're thinking about Liberia so much, and they start to address the issue like medical facilities, maybe free medical services, or find insurance means of insurance for Liberians to take better treatment. Then maybe instead of your situation deteriorating, you will have means and solution to your problem. But some of you, like for example, we sent somebody to Maryland and to go and bring the video of those two ships. Guess what? Somebody will ask the question. Did you see the Nigerian on the ship? Or they say the ship came from Brazil. You did not see the Brazilian, but you want us who reporting what we can report to say, well, did we see Nigeria? The mindset of people, they don't care about themselves. Somebody join political party blindly. They want to just be there to see, I will say. When even in their own home, they don't get a good food to eat. You're not doing better to yourselves. Everybody, there must be opportunities for all Liberians. Tap into it and be able to say, oh, this year I'm doing this year. Next year I'm doing this one. Rather than sitting down year in, year out, you don't know what to do. The country is just started with sinking, and you all there sinking the same song every day. There's no progress, nothing else. All you're doing in the morning is to wake up, and the next thing is to see where can I go and meet some friend that will help me with some few dollars. That is not what society to be. Again, this is a short video, but if George Weah took $2.5 million, we are listening to the legislators to see whether they will ask questions. Which one of you lawmakers will ask George Weah if and only if he took $2.5 million? Very significant that you all are answerable to the people. If you don't know why, some of you are going to go to election, right? I can assure most of you, these are issues that will haunt you. What did he do when George Weah took $2.5 million? What did he do when the two ships landed on Maryland water, on Liberian water in Maryland? You may have no answer. Maybe you may be speaking rhetorics to the people, but the common people, some of them, they think make up their mind. Trust me. From some of the things we're hearing from the countries, some of the people feel making their mind. And you're making no effort to change the situation around. That's how it is. And when the frustration comes after election, then you want to say, wow, we can't leave power. Then you start finding means to do ugly things. Instead of you doing the right thing for the people to focus their attention on you, you're not doing it. But by the time election comes, maybe for some reason, first round comes, they say, oh, George Weah has been defeated. Then people say, oh, you know what? Look, start putting men together. We can't leave power right now. These are the worst situations. You still have time. Liberians are not hard to be certified. All you need to do, provide food, provide the needed means for people to go to the hospital, get their children in school, get a job for them to do. That's all Liberians need. Liberian hardworking people. They can fish for themselves. But when there's no opportunity, they look like beggars. That's a shame and disgrace. On you people, you call yourself government. How many jobs have you created? Samuel 12 on radio when your government started. We'll create 5,000 jobs for this period of time. This and that. How many jobs has the CDC government provided for Liberians? But your leader yet begged $2.5 million to carry out. Then how many staffers do you take with you? So if how much those people carry, maybe somebody carry $10,000, right? Or maybe they're the honor people. You get a $5,000, everybody feel happy. So $2.5 million is a concern. We just concerned. We hope that you government officials, senators and representatives will ask this question. Even you don't want to say it publicly, issue a statement. We will listen to it. If you speak true, we'll know it. That's a short message I have for you all this at this time. Share the video, and if you have any question or comments, just post it below. We'll be glad to read your comments and see how we all can be part of the discussion that will make that country better for you. When your country is better, all people, taxpayers' money will be saved. They can do it for something else, or they can help you with bigger projects. You don't have light in that place, electricity. You're begging for electricity from Ivory Coast to come down. Why you're spending what nobody knows it? Why that way rich men having nobody know it? You get a whole lot of things going on. The other day, people hear cabinet meeting. This is an update from a cabinet meeting retreat or cabinet meeting discussions. Nothing happening. Oh yeah, you're running government. We hope that George Weah, the information minister, Legislature, we address these issues. That's what we have to say today. Thank you for watching. Those of you who are part of the government, ask the necessary questions. It's good. Democracy can work better. Until next time, this is James Johnson, and of course, this is Two-Way Reader. Have a pleasant and a wonderful day. Bye for now.